Majority of U.S. opinion leaders favor sending troops to defend Taiwan from Chinese invasion. Public support for boots on ground to defend Taiwan rose from 26% in 2014 to 41% in 2020. A survey released by an American think tank on Monday, February 1, showed that the majority of American opinion leaders back sending troops to defend Taiwan in the event of a Chinese invasion. On Monday, the Chicago Council on Global Affairs released the results of a survey titled The Division on U.S.-China Policy, Opinion Leaders and the Public. The study found that while there is bipartisan support among opinion leaders for sending troops, support varies by political affiliation on how to deal with China in general, while the American public does not back the use of force. The survey was carried out on 900 opinion leaders, comprising executive branch officials, congressional staff, think tank scholars, academics, journalists, and interest group representatives. For the public segment of the survey, 2,111 adults ages 18 and older in all 50 states and the District of Columbia were questioned from July 2 to 19. For the opinion leader section, 927 foreign policy opinion leaders were surveyed from August 3 to September 9, 2020. When asked whether they would favor or oppose deploying troops if China invaded Taiwan, 85% of Republicans, 63% of Democrats, and 58% of independents said they are in favor. However, when posed with the same question, only 41% of the public voiced support for boots on the ground to defend the island country. Nevertheless, this is an increase over the 26% of the public that supported dispatching the military in such a scenario in 2014. The biggest schism between Republicans and Democrats is how to deal with China's rise, with 88% of Republican leaders and 64% of Republican members of the public saying the U.S. should actively work to limit the growth of China's power. Conversely, 56% of Democratic leaders and 60% of Democratic members of the public feel the U.S. should take a friendly cooperation and engagement approach toward China. As for independents, 53% of leaders and 49% of members of the public back limiting the communist country's growing power, while 47% of both independent leaders and members of the public opted for cooperation and engagement.